Well, if something's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, the outlook isn't great, Peter. It promises a difficult challenge, and along with a concerted, prolonged effort, I think Lady Luck is probably going to be needed to help their case here. Of course, a quick goal might just cause sufficient upset, but this remains a very tough ask. But they know they're going to have to produce something very close to their best.
Well, we're underway.
Gray. Done so. Alvarez.
Griezmann. Chance here to counter. Simeone. Now it's Llorente. Llorente! Llorente! And that has been clubbed away. Griezmann. Llorente. Takes a shot! Oh, another save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing it blind up.
And he's there to get it away. A good play on the left-hand side here. Richarlison. Colomwani.
Van de Ven.
And here's Richarlison. Brilliantly cut out. Lookman. Lofted upfield. It's really well cleared.
Done so.
Moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. Griezmann. Richarlison. Lenormand wins the duel this time. Lookman. Griezmann. Danso is there, and he can get that clear. And he welcomes it in. Lookman.
Colomwani.
Oh, it's come loose.
Saar. Gray. Van de Ven.
Van de Ven looking for options. Richarlison!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Spence does really well to win the ball there. Richarlison! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Lenormand. Nice physical challenge. Simeone. Oh, easy pickings there. Llorente. And it's Griezmann. Alvarez. Romero. Danso. Van de Ven. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The normal. Simeone. Llorente. And here's Griezmann. Spence. Played into space out wide. Van de Ven. It's run loose here. Spence trying to keep this in. Richarlison. That is a brilliant interception. Griezmann gently done. Could be danger here. That pass just didn't quite work. Things have been frenetic in the early part of this game. A lot of action high up the pitch. Spence. And he's picked out Colomwani! There's a goal! First blood drawn. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. The normal. That's really well manoeuvred. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Griezmann. Llorente. And here's goes for a shot! Danso shifted upfield. Oh, super find. He can get that clear. Van de Ven. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lookman. And it's lofted through here. Pedro Porro can get it clear. Lookman plays it short. Very nicely done. Griezmann. That's good defending, very good defending. Colomwani. Danso. Sarr. Gray. Danso, aim forwards. Oh, perfectly measured that. Van de Ven. Time to deliver. Quarter of an hour played. And here's the chance to counter. That's Simeone. Oh, that's neat. There are a few waiting for it. Llorente. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's played forward. Oh, played through for the wide man. Moved on forwards. Danso forwards and with intent. Van der Ven. Tell. Richarlison. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Romero. That's a throw. Alvarez!
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quick.
Oh, shooting chance! That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Griezmann. Aim forwards. Real chance here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Colomboani. Now it's Richarlison. Ball's played through. Back into the middle. And that was very necessary. No way through there. Colomboani looking for a runner. Aim forwards.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Van der Ven. Griezmann. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, such a clever touch. Muscular approach does pay off here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. And it's been played through. Van der Ven tries to get it clear. Driven forward, Alvarez chasing after it. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Tell played out towards the right wing. Llorente tries to clear. Colomboani! That's really well manoeuvred. Colomboani. Gray. Now it's Colomboani. Colomboani. Oh, good spread. Oh, great header! Yes! They are firmly back in business. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Simeone shifted upfield. Deftly away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Moved on forwards. Good running, strong and purposeful. Defending of the desperate variety. Sarr. Nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's played forward. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's Llorente. And here's Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Gray. Played towards the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? Colomboani has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Sarr. He's being urged to shoot. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And back to the keeper they go. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he latch on to this? And they've got rid. That has been knocked clear. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
Koulibaly. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, that's well seen too. And it's Spence. And here's Richarlison. Richarlison, chance! And he should have made it 4.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Cleared away. All black. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Griezmann. Out to the left it goes. That's tidy. Now then, the ball's come loose. That has been knocked clear. And it's claimed by the keeper. Romero forwards and with intent. And here's Richarlison. Oh, what has a shot! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
Tell really can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Simeone. Now it's Alvarez. Played out to the right. Now it's Simeone. Simeone finds himself offside. Danso. Romero. Sarr. Danso. That's really well manoeuvred. Gray. Danso. Van de Ven. Strong running down that left flank. Thinks one through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Koulibaly. And here's Tell. Pedro Porro picks it up now. Can he deliver? Incoming delivery. And here's Richarlison. Tell. Simeone. Llorente. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, great shot! Decent chance! That's going to go a long way. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van de Ven tries to clear. That's good play. And here's Griezmann. Simeone. Simeone. Very nicely done. And here's Griezmann. Great ball if he can get there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Griezmann. Could move up a gear here. And he's managed to get... And he shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Done delicately. Can he get onto this? He welcomes it in. Richarlison, he has found the way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Looking to break at pace. Aim forwards. Griezmann. It's an inviting looking ball that. Calmly anticipates. Gray. Spence. Colomwani, that's a delicate pass. And that is out of play. No foul, says the referee. Griezmann. Gray, gently done. And here's Richarlison. And it's Llorente. And here's Alvarez. Great defending, strong and determined. Van der Beek. Danso. Van der Beek looks to get on the end of this. It's a throw-in. Danso. Now he's got space here. Llorente. Alvarez. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Moved on forwards. Pedro Porro has created one goal already. Danso forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. Alvarez does really well to win the ball there. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Simeone. He's found the way through. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. And it's played forward. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, Peter, now we're seeing some fighting spirit. They looked lacklustre a while ago, but how quickly things can change.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Lookman. Now it's Alvarez. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gray. Sarr shifted upfield. Llorente. Oh, there's a probing ball. Time and again they are repelled. Danso. Aim forwards. Gray. Romero. Sarr. And it's played forward. Lookman. Simeone chasing after it. Van de Ven wins the duel this time. Lenormand. Spread out to the left. Lookman. Pedro Porro. Sarr. Danso. Gray. Danso gently done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chooses to go back. Cleared without complication. Llorente forwards and with intent. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Romero with the clearance. Lookman. Llorente. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, great play! Now that's a fine challenge. Gets it away. Llorente, moved on forwards. Griezmann. Colomboani. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's good running with the ball. That's the keeper's ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Tell. And here's Richarlison. Tell. Llorente. Llorente. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Simeone. And here's Richarlison. Tell. And he cuts out the supply. Purring through the gears. Richarlison. Great chance! Delivered across. Llorente getting this one clear. The normal has a look and plays it forward. Van de Ven. Danso. Romero. Sarr. That's really well manoeuvred. Tell. Van de Ven. Spence. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. That's a fabulous ball. Tries to get it clear.
Yeah, I think the word from the touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, it's a clear change in approach, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they drop off, there has to be a strong level of industry from other departments in front.
Cross goes in there. Tell producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Richarlison. Great defending, strong and determined. Llorente.
Simeone really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Danso. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
The normal. Alvarez, now he's off and running. Danso shifted upfield. Van de Ven. Spence. Simeone. Llorente. And here's Alvarez. Goes for the shot! And that's off target.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Proves too strong. And it's Griezmann. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Alvarez. Griezmann. Colomwani on two now and looking for three. Pedro Porro. 60 minutes played. Tell. And here's Richarlison. Richarlison, that's an imaginative pass. And he thumps it clear. Succumbs to the pressure. Lookman. Llorente, gently done. Oh, played through for the wide man. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Clearly not happy with that. The normal. Simeone. Llorente. The normal. Aim forwards. And the finish! That's a good, real chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And it's Llorente. Tell. Now it's Richarlison. Cuts out the pass. Moved on forwards. Lookman. Griezmann. That has been cut short. Pedro Porro. Sarr. Colomboani. And it's Porro. Griezmann. Simeone. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And it's played forward. Van der Ven cuts it out. Danso. Gray. Danso. Danso forwards and with intent. Spence. Tell. Sarr, and he goes cross-field, cuts out the pass. Van der Ven, and it's Spence. Tell. Over to the left. Van der Ven looking to hit the byline here. Firmly met. The normal. Simeone. Llorente. Simeone. Llorente. Now who's going to be first to this? Llorente. Gray does really well to win the ball there. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Colomboani. That's very neat. Pedro Porro could try cutting inside here. And they can counter here. Griezmann. Gray makes the interception. Tell. Colomboani. Pedro Porro. Played back in. Tell. That's a simple one for the keeper. Defending of the desperate variety. And claimed it back swiftly. Lookman looking to get on the end of this. Sarr. Well-timed, excellent interception. And here's Alvarez. Griezmann. Oh, can he finish? And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Sarr. Romero. Tell. Danso. Van de Ven. Simeone. Griezmann. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And the keeper beats it away. Now it's Simeone. Simeone. Romero gets it clear. Time for a change in personnel.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
And it's Griezmann. And here's Alvarez. Llorente. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Alvarez! Sarr gets it away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's really well manoeuvred. Lookman. Romero with the slide tackle there. Udogi. Played back to the goalkeeper. And it's Udogi. Now it's Richarlison. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Spence.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nicely intercepted.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to...
Alvarez! That tested the keeper.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And here's Alvarez. Lookman. Played in by Lookman.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
We have got changes here, from both sides, in fact.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
Lenormand forwards and with intent. Romero, and the keeper's got it again. Danso. Gray. Sarr. Long ball looking to counter. Wins the duel this time. He's got away. Javi Galan.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Romero. Odobert. Now it's Richarlison. Lenormand does really well to win the ball there. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Richarlison. And it's Spence. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Chance to play it in. Udogi gets a cross in. Simeone, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Here's a chance! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Simeone, he's shifting through the gears here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
So there's going to be another change here. Almost nothing left on the clock here. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. Moved on forwards. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Who's he going to play in? Molina. Alvarez in acres of space out wide. Molina. Lovely feet.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's been won straight back. Aim forwards. He's dealt with that well.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Otterbeer. And here's Rich. Can he finish? And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. The changes then in quick succession. So we have a double substitution going on here. Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Saar. He's got space in the shot at goal! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, that is a bit special. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Romero. Danso. Gray. Saar. Saar laid out to the left flank. Llorente. Spence. Danso. Udogi. Otterbeer. And here's Colomwani.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Surlot.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well read, nice interception. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's nice. Richarlison. Griezmann. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Lenormand, gently done. 2 minutes to be added on. Played down the flank. Lookman! He is just caressing the ball. And here's Griezmann. Richarlison. Gray. Udogi. Romero. Odobert. Now it's Richarlison. No question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Out to the left it goes. And it's Spence. Otterbeer, he's had a shot! That's it, they are out. Winners, but only up to a point. The first leg deficit proved too great to hold back, and their victory is a mere consolation on the way out. I wonder, Jim, what your opinion is after what you've seen here, bearing in mind what happened in the first leg.
Really can hold their heads high in defeat here.